Hello and welcome back to TheHereticSpot plays Her Majesty's Spiffing. So, last time it was kinda really boring and I thought, okay, what way do we have to go? Our quest is, or our objective is to do a hard reset. So we were going to the engine room and there we got that motor, but we can't use the motor, so we have to find a way, or there must be something we can do with the motor. We still have the kit litter with something in it which I don't know, and two unusable objects, the cheese and the rubber glove. There was one thing I haven't tried last time, which I thought, well, it's probably useless anyway, because he is probably objecting to do so or not. Anyway, I thought, okay, we were all kids once and we had gloves. What did we do with the gloves? We used them like balloons.
If you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself.
There's a engine, not a machine. I don't know what the English word is at the moment. We'll see about that in a few seconds. The compressor. Oh my god, yes, I'm really stupid at compressor. And why not try using it on the compressor? As we know, the compressor just gives a few moments of air, so we might even be able to stretch the glove with that. That was the last thing I can still think of what I haven't tried so far, which is kinda something maybe usable, doable, or even something logical to do in a certain kind of way. So let's see. Let's use this one. Ooh! Finally something to get forward. My god, I'm excited. Oh, it gets pretty large. No, it doesn't explode.
I'm sure this'll come in. Wait for it. Handy, eh?
Yes. Okay. Some jokes are just bad. I can't say it otherwise. They are just bad. 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 Well, now we might even be able to see what is in the kit litter. Because I still think we need something like a coin or something to use on the machine with the frogs. I still have no idea for what we need the frogs, but maybe we use them for the cat so the cat can hunt something. Might be. Ah, I'm excited. Now we know it goes finally forward. Yeah, but still those food steps. Can you do that?
If I'm not going to rummage in there wearing one pair of gloves, I can hardly see why I would with two. Mercifully, the ultra-absorbent litter goes somewhere. It'll take more than putting on a glove for me to place my hand in there. Without the right tools for the job, I'm not risking it.
Okay. That doesn't do anything yet. Oh, but maybe we can... Oh, maybe we can use it on the fence. Oh, I'm stupid. It's probably the fence.
Once more onto the breach we go.
Yes, we go down. Run, fool. So, maybe? Yes! Yes!
Ah!
Nope.
Voila! That should significantly reduce the risk of death by electrocution. Always a comforting reassurance.
Push the button.
This should do the trick. No, that's, yes, right. Oops, I'm ever so clumsy. Ah well, no harm done. Let's check back with Allard and see if that's sorted everything.
What
Down here is starting to
did
get a bit
you
of
do?
crumbs.
That room hasn't changed. Whatever in there is not awake. Can I use this now?
It doesn't appear to be working.
Nope, I can't. I think I need the motor for that, but not yet. Since it's not our objective, it is most likely somewhat blocked through a script. Sub-Lieutenant Jones. We have done it. We accomplished our task. No, autopilot.
Ah,
Oh my god.
I see Allard's activated the autopilot and skived off.
That's Edie from Mass Effect. Awesome.
Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer the more natural look.
That is awesome.
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. I'm Frank, but please, call me Captain English.
Welcome.
Captain English.
How may I be of assistance?
So, how's everything going? Are we on track to be finished by tea?
ETA to waypoint, Tango Echo Alpha, calculating. Calculating. Cannot define. Please refer to string length idiom for more details.
So, how long have you been an autopilot?
Calculating. Calculating. Error. You do not have permission to access this data.
This data.
I don't suppose there's a Mr. Autopilot, perchance?
Compiler error. Incompatible types. Access denied.
Great.
I think I'll log off.
It is now safe to be removed.
So if Jones is not here,
See, the
he's
autopilot's working,
most likely in the
unlike
cabin.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
Oh, great. That was a good surprise. Edie from Mass Effect. Great character. Jones?
If I do that, I'll have to go on a course. Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
Who's driving the boat?
Nobody. We're tied. I turned the autopilot on.
She was only installed a week ago and already her standards are slipping. I don't suppose you noticed anything out of the ordinary earlier when I was performing that emergency systems reset procedure. Specifically immediately once the power came back on.
No. Why, should I have?
Well, I don't know. Probably not. Forget I mentioned it. What is it you're tinkering with there, Jones? That isn't our reconnaissance rover you're disassembling, is it?
Well, but, funny story. While you were downstairs attending to that very complicated, laborious task, flicking that switch on and off, I've been running a variety of pre-mission calibration tests on the Beagle 2-2.
I presume that's why the floor's covered with bits of toy Hot Wheels track.
Firstly, the fact that this modular vehicular pathway simulation system happens to be mass-produced and branded as a children's toy is irrelevant. And secondly, yes.
Sounds like I'm going to be required to go on some kind of scavenger hunt. What do you need?
To get the rover going again?
For the time being, that's all I feel I'm obligated to offer, yes.
I think the rigorous nature of the, test may have burned out the main motor.
I see. So, I'll have to find something to create some sort of electromagnet that'll revolve when a current is passed through it. I'll have to fashion a pulley system of sorts to drive power to the wheels. Something with a taut elastic band should do the trick, like an alluring undergarment. Now, if I was to remove the elastic...
Alternatively, but you could just always grab me a spare. We've got a cupboard full of them.
Luckily, we have already one.
Be sure to put your toys away when you're done. Let it not be said I don't give you anything, Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
An unhealthy reliance on migraine medication already proves that, but...
Now get this mess cleared up and put the Beagle 2-2 back together.
For the last time, the left stick moves it forward and back. The right stick turns it left and right.
By Jove, it works!
In 600,000 yards, your destination will be on the right. You've reached your destination.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones, we've arrived! The new world! Quickly, break open a container of property of ER2 flags and prepare a landing party!
As much as I'd love to jump onto the surface and soak up the radioactive atmosphere of this uncharted, most likely fatally hazardous planet, I think it may be an idea to send the Beagle 2-2 down first, just to get a feel for the place.
I considered your suggestion, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, and have made the executive decision to send the Beagle 2-2 down for a quick recce, prior to making our own triumphant descent. The extra time will allow us to properly consider which 19th century member of the aristocracy to name this place after.
Solar panels,
Launching
spoiler. And an instant camera. Great.
Blast! The motor was a dud. Probably made by a Brummie or someone else from the north.
I wouldn't say Birmingham's in the north.
Anyone above Enfield's north as far as I'm concerned, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Well, we'll have to go down and salvage the rover. It'll look very embarrassing if we lose another one of these. Set us down!
That was sad. Very sad.
So, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, what exactly do we know about this place?
Well, it's an uncharted rock structure, somewhere outside the range of what was previously understood to be the limit of human interstellar travel.
I see. All right, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, where have we landed?
We've landed on an uncharted rock structure, somewhere outside the range of what was previously understood to be the limit of human interstellar travel.
I see. I don't suppose you could enlighten the audience with anything a little more specific.
Look, I'm called Aled Jones, probably the most generic, stereotypical Welsh name in existence. It's clear that whoever's writing this hasn't bothered doing a terrible amount of research. I wouldn't count on anything specific.
How will we go about finding the location of the Beagle 2-2? Presumably we have some kind of app for that.
I'm afraid not. We could download one. Only costs 69p.
69 pence? Not bad when it's free.
I like these radio voice they have here in the suit.
Right. The plan is, we head out, walk around aimlessly, look at a load of stuff eliciting a series of wry remarks, then start clicking everywhere until something happens.
I'll linger in the background and provide a series of hints if you feel things are a little too vexing.
Why break tradition, eh, Sub-Lieutenant Jones? Let's go!
Let's go! Oh, a rock.
It's a rock!
It's a rock.
I'm afraid I've nothing useful to hand.
Another rock.
It's another rock.
HMSS Imperialize. Oh, a crate.
No doubt filled with epic loot, as they say on the YouTubes.
Cheers, Bert.
Yeah, cheers. That was my crate, my loot. Oh, look at that. That's another ship.
Look, boyo, over there.
Where?
By that rock.
Would it trouble you immensely to use another point of reference, Sub-Lieutenant Jones?
Fine, boyo. By that gorilla.
Good grief! That's the second biggest monkey I've ever seen.
I think he's holding the Beagle 2-2.
Put that down, you damn dirty ape! Come on, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Let's get after him.
A wooden ladder. Awesome. That's the technology of the 20th century. Statue of Liberty is here as well. Okay. So we're on the planet of the apes. Oh, there, it's broken all over the place. Huh? Looks like something like a trap leading us one way away from our ship. Oh, shrubbery. I've never tried shrubbery.
No point leaving without a souvenir. Well, I tend to leave that sort of thing to Alan Titchmarsh. I'm not adverse to getting my hands dirty, it's just green was never my colour.
There's our...
Not so fast, you English mongrels. What do we have here, Pierre?
Mayhew.
Ouais, I see. Well, it would appear that you are too late, monsieur.
English. Captain Frank Lee English.
I'd just like to clarify that I'm not actually English. I'm Welsh. Monsieur English and Monsieur Welsh. It would appear that you have been too late. Mon subordinate Pierre et moi have beaten you and your queen to this rich, fertile, nouveau world.
It's a bit rocky.
little bit rocky way, petit landscaping required. But soon, the ground you are defecating with your presence will be the location of my vast winery, growing the sweetest French grapes the world has ever tasted. And everyone will eat crepes, wear berets, carry baguettes, ride bicyclettes, and all the other things we French like to do.
You're insane.
Am I? And how are you going to stop me?
So for everyone who hasn't noticed, the ape is called Mayhew, with huge brown hair and makes sounds. That is a reference to Chewbacca, because Chewbacca was played by Peter Mayhew, as the name states. Plus he even has the belt of a Wookiee. That is absolutely glorious. Oh yes, I will use the He-Man reference.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
Oh mon Dieu, I can't believe you actually said that.
You even got the achievement Cringer. Okay.
Honestly, I imagine this standoff will be resolved through the completion of some sort of moderately juvenile, yet entertaining puzzle.
How can you be so sure?
Well, it's got us this far. We intend to ridicule you into submission, exhausting an extensive list of social stereotypes conceived through years of suspicion and ignorance.
Then what? Are you going to celebrate with a petit crumpet? Eh? Wash down with a cup of tea? Expose your crooked teeth while you laugh regaling this tale with your unsatisfied wives? Ha! Je can play that game, Monsieur English.
I fear you underestimate the extent to which a conceited self-confidence, fueled by national historical achievements, can profit one in such circumstances.
Ha! We've been perfecting this same method for centuries. You'll have to do better than that.
Well, we could... Look! A three-headed monkey!
Where?
Quick, Mr. Jones, run!
Oh man! How did I fall for that? Wait, you're right. I am too trusting. Pardonnez-moi, I'm a sucker for the blue eyes. What now, boyo?
Well, before we can legitimately lay claim to this new world, we need to remove their flag and hoist ours in its place.
Why?
Didn't they teach you history at school, Sub-Lieutenant Jones? That's just how these things work.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Let's try and salvage something, like a spare wheel nut, or a fragment of dignity. Before its untimely passing, the Beagle 2-2 appears to have discovered a rock. Well, it's not quite Tutankhamun. I fear nothing else can be salvaged. I don't want to mess up my spade.
Oh, I have shadow sheath. Oh, that was the wrong button once again.
It's Wales' own son, Sub-Lieutenant Jones.
Let's see if the French care for some cheese. Actually, they have a quite nice looking ship as well.
Stop! One step closer and I'll have you made into pâté.
Yo-ho! I've brought a peace offering. A sample of delicious British dairy produce.
Do not insult my palate with your bland, insipid, rotten lactose. It pales in comparison to our superior, deliciously aged rotten lactose.
That's diplomacy off the dining table.
But now we got holes in the cheese. Oh wait, French and frog legs. There was something like that. I have no idea what to do with that. But
It
it
really
must have
does
something.
look nice. And not too expensive.
Must be something we can do with that. I probably use that rock to smash the thing in my ship to get the doctor out.
I can't use these two together.
Yeah, I thought so. But it was worth a try. Well, it probably wasn't, but I did it anyway. So many rocks here. I wonder if there's something I need to do with those rocks.
I won't be long, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Amuse yourself until I get back.
Amuse
Try and
yourself.
recollect the last couple of hours.
Oh god. Wow, that is noisy. Well, I'm sure that the 53 stands for something as well, but I don't get that reference. Oh, wait a minute. That is a tool. I will try to use it on the cat litter. Why am I doing that? Because I have 2 cats and I'm using a little shovel for the cat litter, so that is not so far-fetched. And so the sound of walking, it's annoying. I hope my voice is even loud enough to come through. So, use...
My trowel. I keep it close to where my recently used inventory items used to be.
Equip it. And do some dirty work. Yes!
Ooh. Ay, bendito. I make no bones about how grim that was.
Oh. So we... Now we can search for something metallic. And I'm pretty sure that we have to use it on those stones outside. I'm pretty damn sure, yeah. That's why
If you
all
want
the
a job
stones...
done around here, you've got to do it yourself.
Because I have like... I've got like 8 or 9 stones, I think. And the noise again. I'm leaving the ship. Goodbye. Blip blip. Wonderful. Great. But as exciting as it is right now, this episode is over. And thank you for watching. And till next time. Bye.